Hello, fans. It is your king, the Phoenix King. Welcome. We are going to take a look at a lot of or all the spawnable and obtainable that I could obtain assault rifles in Unturned because I've been playing a lot of it. So anyway, we're going to be taking a look at each one from A to Z. That is behind me right here, which includes the auger and all the way to the Zubaknikov, just for, everything. We're going to be looking at their stats, their player damage, and all that, so that way we can get an in-depth view of each one, and all that. So anyway, let's get on with the video. First up, we have the auger. It is a 8-slot 4x2 epic rarity, firing full auto and semi with a fire rate of 6.2 rounds per second. The durability to great chance is 20%, can use the barrel, sight, and grip, as well as the tactical attachments. Uses a military magazine for military ammunition. Player damage of 43, and all that. I find it best that I use it with the grip of a vertical grip, a ranger, barrel, and a adaptive chambering. So it's a very decent weapon, very good. It can take both ranger and, military ammunition. Can mow down zombies fairly well, and everything like that. When it comes to PvP and all that, it's really good. Up next, we got the Eagle Fire. It's an 8-slot 4x2 rare semi-auto and 3-round burst firing weapon. The rate of fire is 10 RPS, which is really good. The durability degrade chance is 20%. Can use the barrel, grip, sight, and tactical of the military grade, and can only use military ammunition. The player damage is 40, and it's best that I find with the military barrel. The military stuff is really good, when it comes down to the barrels. I also use it with the vertical grip and a tactical light, as well as a red dot sight. The 3-round burst makes it a very good and very devastating weapon when you want a selective fire. The tactical light I put on it because of the fact that, adaptive chambering, since it's a 3-round burst, won't be completely, 100% useful because it's not a constant firing weapon. Up next, we have the Fusillot, or Fusillot, however you pronounce it, which is an 8 4x2 slots, epic rarity, firing mode 3-round burst, and semi-auto, with a fire rate of 12.5. It is the ranger counterpart to the Eagle Fire. The durability degrade chance is a 17.5, can use the barrel, grip, sights, and tactical, using all sorts of ammo, including both sides of the ranger and military. Player damage is again 43, and I find it best used with the tactical laser to make it more accurate than it already is, the ranger barrel, and vertical grip. As you can see with how close together the reticles are, is mainly because of the two items, the military barrel and the laser sight, or the tactical laser, yeah. Still a fairly decent weapon, and is very good for selective fire as well. Next up, we have the Few Select. It is a 8-slot 4x2 epic rarity, firing mode semi-auto, full auto, and 3-round burst. Just an overall, just really good gun. With a fire rate of 10 RPS, a durability degrade chance of 18.5, can use the barrel, grip, sight, and tactical, but can only use the few select required magazines. As you can see, here's the full auto, the burst, and now we're switching to the semi for the actual action. The damage is slightly lower than normal, but it's still very good because of the fact that it offers all 3 types of firing modes. Another downside to it, however, is how small the magazine is and the fact that you can only really use it with the appropriate magazine. Each magazine only holds 25 rounds of ammunition, and the fact that it is such a hard gun to find makes it extremely, not as good as some of the other ones that are on this list, but they're still good nonetheless. It's still good nonetheless. Next up, we have the Gnogger. It's an 8-slot 4x2 epic rarity, firing modes of semi-auto, full auto, and with the durability chance of 20%, can have the barrel, grip, sights, and tactical, with military ammunition being the main use of ammo. Fire rate of 8 infinite threes, which is weird in my opinion, but whatever. Decent player damage of 40, and is very, very good. I use it with the military barrel, the vertical grip, adaptive chambering for when I put it on full auto, and red grip. Or red dot sight, excuse me. Not the red grip. Anyway, as you can see when you're looking at my thing, how close together the little reticle things are. That is just it mainly, basically, how it is with the barrel. It is really close together. So if you want it to be a marksman, you can make it a marksman, too. It's really, really nice. So, as you can see, it's mowing down the zombies pretty decently. I probably didn't even have to aim for those. Anyway, onto the Heartbreaker. It's another 8 4x2 slot epic rarity weapon with semi-auto and full auto. However, the durability degrade chance is a bit higher than others at 25. Can take the barrel, grip, sight, and tactical, and only uses military grade ammunition. With a fire rate of 6.25, player damage of 40, and is normally best used with, in my opinion, a military barrel, a vertical grip, and adaptive chambering for a faster fire rate. So it's very good. As you saw, I just mowed pretty much all those guys down with, shots. His head. It looks fairly decent-wise with the reticles, how close they are together. So again, it's another very good aim weapon, of hip fire. Although I was missing that guy quite a lot. Can take on a decent range of guys too. As you can see, it kind of goes up and to the right a little bit. Right, very, very small amount. Up next, we got a crowd favorite, the Maple Strike. It's a 8 4x2 slot weapon with a rarity of epic, firing modes being semi-auto and full auto, durability degrade chance of 20%, and can have the barrel, grips, tactical, and sight, and can only use military grade ammo with a fire rate of 8 infinite threes. Player damage is at 40, so it's decent. And I am currently using it with a military barrel, again a red dot sight, vertical grip, and again another adaptive chambering. Not much is going to change in terms of the attachments when it comes down to me using the actual weaponry and showing it off. So since it's, you know, it's so easy to obtain too, like basically any American maps you will find this, it is going to be really easier to obtain. Washington, it's going to be a little harder to find than PEI though, although PEI is not really considered an American map, but it's still close to America itself, even though it is Canadian. But the Maple Strike is a very good, very versatile weapon. It is pretty common on PEI, so, you know, hit up the military base, you'll probably find one of those on the ground. Up next, we have the Madame Moaz. The slots it has is a 10, 5x2, rarity legendary. With the firing mode, semi-auto and full auto, durability, degrade chance of 30%. Grips can have the grip, sight, and tactical, but no barrel. And it only takes the Madame Moaz magazine and box, with a fire rate of 5-point infinite fives, with a player damage of total of 70. I find this weapon best used as a full auto sniper rifle, however, because as you can see, I'm over here, you know, basically by the entrance of the military base on PEI, just mowing down pretty much a mega zombie. Now, if I had enough ammo for it, I would obviously try and take him out, you know, and finish him off. But, you know, I wouldn't recommend it for mainly up close and personal battles, because as you just saw, look at how large that reticle was. But it can have what it does have is a huge distance of, I believe, either up to 250 meters or 300. I can't remember which right now, but it is fairly decent either overall. Up next, we have my personal favorite, the Night Raider. 8 slots, 4x2, epic rarity, semi-auto and full auto, with a degrade chance of 17.5, can have a barrel, grip, sight, and tactical, as well as using both military and ranger ammunition, with a fire rate, of 8-point infinite threes. Player damage of 43, and what I'm using with it is a ranger barrel, as well as a red dot sight, vertical grip, and adaptive chambering. Now, the fact that I find this weapon like just about in every playthrough I've been on so far, I've made it, you know, a very good weapon of mine, because it never fails to do what I need it to, whether that be from kill zombies or defend myself from other players. I've only been killed like about 3 times when it comes down to other players, but out of like the 50 or so that I've done it with this gun. But again, it is very, very good. And since it can take whatever ammo you come across, it is going to be really nice. Not as best for hip firing though. But when you're like aiming down the sights, mowing them down, oh my gosh, it is perfect. Perfect, I gotta say. Up next, we have the Jaeger. 8 slots, 4x2 rarity, rare weapon, with only a semi-auto. And the degrade chance is 30%. Can have the barrel, grip, sight, and tactical, but can only use the military grade ammunition. With a fire rate of 8.333, you know, infinite threes, player damage of 40, and all that, as you can see, it was only just semi-auto. But with how close, you know, the reticle is with, you know, base, you could basically slap on a muzzle, or not muzzle, excuse me, a a military barrel, and a red dot sight, or a tactical laser, and basically turn this into a marksman weapon of high accuracy. So I put the red dot sight on the military barrel, as well as a vertical grip and a red dot sight. You may not have, the fire rate, you want from a full auto, but when it comes down to marksman and all that, this gun will deliver. It is very, very good. So, next up, we have the Zubeknikov, a crowd favorite. It's an 8-slot 4x2 epic rarity. Firing mode, semi-auto and full auto, degrade chance of 15%. Can have a barrel, grip, sight, and tactical, and can use Ranger ammo only. With a fire rate of 10 RPS. The player damage I forgot to put on there, so I think it was 37, however. Yeah, it's 37, sorry guys. And then, although since it is low for player damage, it is really good when it comes to the fire rate and all that. I am using currently, well, I'm just about to, yeah, there I go. But with this, I am using like I said, or was about to say, I'm using a military, well not military, I'm using a Ranger barrel with a adaptive chambering and a vertical grip. So, tell me what you guys think is, your favorite weapon in the description down below. Tell me what you think you would be good with, what your favorite weapon is, and, tell me if I missed anything. Comment down below. Also, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Or like, comment, and subscribe, excuse me. And I'll see you all in the next video. Alright? Peace.